I think we do play well. When a concert does come, people do buckle down and say, all right, let's make music.
From the concerts that I've seen, the music always sounds really good and really well prepared.
I think in general our concerts are pretty strong. We definitely set a high standard for our performances, and our work is definitely shown in those.
Yeah. Like, I remember the first time my parents came to an MMU band concert. They were like amazed at how well we did, because it's just like it's a whole another level up from middle school.
The jump from 8th grade to freshman year
is amazing.
It's awesome.
I loved performing concerts here. It's always really fun, and we got a really good reception from the audience and the community members who decided to come out. Especially from Miss Bauer too, you could tell that she was really proud of the way that we played and where we were at.
What do I like about band class?
Personally, I like it because it's just a break through the day. I come in here third period and I get this nice little break between my, heavy study, learn classes, and I just can sit there and jam for a little bit.
Every A day, which is the day I have band, I come into school and like, oh yeah, I have 3 classes today and band, because I don't think of band as just a class. I think of band as like a fun experience.
I really like having band in the middle of my school day because I find it sort of stressful to be sitting and taking notes all day, and I feel like I get really bored and I get really tired, and having the music breaking up the day is a really good way to sort of get my brain going.
It's pretty great. It's pretty accepting. There's a lot of talking, a lot of people listen to what you say and talk back. It's pretty laid back.
It almost feels like the nice atmosphere of like a party or something. Like everyone's having fun at the same time, but we're also learning.
It's it's great. It's not too serious. Like if you go into the district bands or the all-state bands or bands in other schools, it's like you can't talk and you can't you have to play exactly when she gets up on the podium. And here it's really lax. Like Bauer just lets us talk, and we have a lot of freedom in our class that other bands don't offer.
I guess being a part of something. Just because, as someone who doesn't do sports here in high school, it's you don't really get that experience of being part of a team, having teammates and stuff. And I guess band has that in a way. You get to go in class and be like, hey, it's my bandmate, we're buds. And during marching band, you feel that sense of camaraderie when you all march on the field and you're all wearing the same uniforms and you're impressing the community with the music you play. It's a really great experience.
Jacob!
Marching season is great. It's something I look forward to. We get really spiffy uniforms that look super cool.
Yeah, the uniforms are great. Who doesn't like sequins?
It has a plume, which is like a big feather that comes out of top of it. It's like someone's stabbing me with a feather, but it's really only going through my hat. It's great.
They kind of give a showmanship of what the band is.
It looks legit.
Definitely some things beside music you have to incorporate to it. There's a lot of discipline that you get to add, and even though you're not always marching around on a field, you can apply that discipline to any music you ever do.
Marching band is different than what we normally do because it's fast-paced. You have to memorize your music instead of having it in front of you, and that just gives you kind of an edge in the show.
I liked marching band because it was a whole different outlook for the community onto the music program. You know, it's a lot less formal than coming to one of our concerts, which, you know, it's only one night, and because then, you know, there's a lot of things that could hamper the community from coming to see the concerts. But when we're in a parade or something, you know, anybody from the community can just, you know, come out and listen to some good music, and I think it showed really well on the music program also.
And, you know, it feels really cool to go to the football games and walk out onto the field in the middle of their game and play. I feel like the stadium is twice as full when we're there because people just go to watch us instead of the football game.
You know, to go out on the field and like we're all wearing the same uniform and we do these like formations and we march around, and like to hear the reaction from the community, it's amazing.
The trips are pretty cool.
Trips are really cool.
We went to UMass for a marching band trip with a bunch of other schools and groups from around the country.
That was a lot of fun. I felt like it was a good time to get to know some of the members of the band that were new to me. And, you know, playing in the Patriots Stadium, that's always cool. And playing, how many people was it? Like 4,000? It was a lot of people in a band. And it was just a really big, incredible sound.
It was a lot of fun. It brought the people that went a lot closer together, and it kind of it gave us all a great experience. We learned a lot, and we did a lot.
I loved that day. It was really fun, and I got to play with a bunch of other people that played the same instrument that I did, and it was a really cool experience because I usually don't get to because I play a low instrument and nobody plays the tuba. And I got to meet other girls who play the tuba too, which was really cool. And just being a part of something with thousands of people in it, it was really cool.
We also every year we do a trip. Every other year it's a trip somewhere interesting. We did the Bahamas. I went to the Bahamas my freshman year.
This year it's Hawaii.
I really liked when we went on a cruise, obviously because it was just sort of amazing and like it was a beautiful trip, but also because it's a really good bonding experience and we're all really close. Like besides it just being a class, we all really know each other really well, and so getting to travel together brings us all together, and we get to do like really cool stuff like play for other schools and get adjudicated by different people, so we're learning a lot in the process.
In addition to that, in between those years we do a Broadway show, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what will happen next year. I'm psyched for that because they're really cheap.
Yep, and you can fundraise a majority of the far traveling trips and easily all of the Broadway trips.
How do we fundraise?
We sell oranges.
Citrus. Oranges and grapefruits.
Yep. And they come in like large boxes. The community loves them. They sell really well.
The MMU band has been selling them for
Ever.
like, you know, 2 decades or something. And so like I show up at my neighbor's house and they're like, oh, you're in band. And I'm like, how did you know that? They're like, oh, well, you're selling oranges.
I was part of a few events. I went to perform at the Big E Fair with the band. I think that might have been my sophomore year or junior year. And then I went on a bigger trip. I went down to New Orleans with the band, which was just an awesome experience because we got to explore a city that was completely unknown to me from the eyes of musicians. So, you know, we ended up going to, you know, like a hole-in-the-wall jazz club one night and just saw, you know, these guys just show up every night and just play just amazing Dixieland music.
I like to challenge myself academically and take a lot of different classes, and I've always had time for band, and like I don't practice a ton every night, but you know, I just get a little bit in throughout the week, and that's always been enough.
I don't have any problem with it. I get all of my work done still. I still get to do tons of other after school activities and stuff. It's just, yeah.
Band fit into my schedule really, really well for freshman year. It was like definitely my favorite class freshman year.
And if you're really feeling stressed, like you have a big assignment, you can ask Bauer for a study hall. I think you get a few a semester.
So don't be worried about that at all. The practicing, that takes not that much time at all. Smart music is really quick and easy. You know, you may roll your eyes saying, oh my God, we have band homework, but it literally takes 15 minutes to do it. As far as practicing goes, it's easy just to find a couple minutes every night to rip through your tunes a couple times, or even if you only practice like 2 or 3 times a week, it's fine. Yeah, it's easy to find the time.
We have lots of opportunities at the school. We have a string orchestra, violin, cello, bass, the like.
We have chorus. There's select chorus. There's men's, women's chorus.
We have a bunch of different a cappella groups too, if you like singing.
Bunch of like bands that people have organized. And you
Yeah.
can perform at cabaret. It's a kind of a talent show.
Like I have a group I jam with my saxophone. It's a lot of fun. There's also piano you can take as a class. You get, elective credits for that.
Guitar.
And guitar. And
Very musical school in general.
yeah,
Very
our arts
supportive.
program is awesome here. And it's only going to stay awesome if people like you keep coming up and participating in it. If band starts getting less and less kids, our budget will get cut, and eventually there won't be a band at MMU.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Basically just that this is the best music program I've ever done. Middle school was fun, but high school is so much better.
Do band, it's a blast. The friends I make here, stick with me forever.